SpongeBob SquarePants Mysteries Stage Fright. Chapter 21. This cage was heating up faster than a griddle tossed in a volcano. Sandy and I had barely finished checking out the fallen pipe before we suddenly had a fallen actor on our hands. One thing looked certain. Somebody was still trying to put the kibosh on Dorado's big show. Cast members rushed to help the fallen actress. "Belinda!" they cried. "Are you alright?" She was out cold. SpongeBob had heard the actress say the makeup felt as though it were burning her skin. He sprinted into one of the dressing rooms and grabbed a jar of makeup remover. Running as fast as he could, he rushed back to Belinda's side, yelling, "Make way! Stand aside! Give her room!" He dipped the cloth in a jar and quickly wiped the sea hag makeup off her face. After a moment, Belinda opened her eyes, blinking, and she sat up. "Oh, I'm okay," she said. Everyone was relieved at her quick recovery. "What happened?" "The makeup," Sandy explained. "You had a bad reaction. SpongeBob cleaned it off your face." Belinda looked at SpongeBob gratefully. "Thank you. I've got terrible allergies. The makeup department knew that. They said they were going to order special makeup that'd be safe for me." Dorado tried to get the rehearsal moving again. "Places for the top of the number, everyone. Use the emotions you're feeling right now for the scene. Places for the top of the number." No one looked happy about this after what had just happened, but they dutifully went to their places. As the heroic baritone Greg walked to his, he shot the director an angry look behind his back. Come on, SpongeBob whispered to Sandy. "Let's go talk to whoever's in charge of makeup." They soon found Remora in the tiny room assigned to the makeup department and explained what had happened to Belinda. The room was about the size of a closet. "This is terrible," she said, clearly upset. "Is Belinda all right?" Sandy nodded. "Yeah, she seems to be okay." SpongeBob pulled out a duster the size of his thumb from his pocket and began doing some precise dusting in the corner. "As head cleaner, I'd like to do a thorough clean to ensure the makeup hasn't been contaminated by something in the room." "Well, if you think that's necessary, then okay." "Well, we ordered special makeup for her," Remora said. "It was guaranteed to be safe for someone with her allergies. We even tested it out on her, applying a tiny amount at first, and then doing the whole sea hag face with it. She was fine." "When was this?" Sandy asked. "Yesterday evening," Remora said. "I showed her how to put the makeup on since she'll have to do it herself once the show is up and running." She looked gloomily. "If it gets up and running." "And where did Belinda put on her sea hag makeup just now?" SpongeBob asked as he dusted under the makeup table. "At her place in the dressing room," Remora answered. "That's where we left all her special makeup last night. Come on, I'll show you." She led them into one of the nearby dressing rooms and straight into Belinda's makeup mirror. "Is that the makeup she just put on?" Sandy asked, pointing to the open containers at Belinda's assigned place. "Looks like it," Remora said, picking up a container. She studied the label. "This isn't the makeup we special ordered for her." She stared at Sandy. "Someone must have switched the makeup." "When could they have switched it?" SpongeBob asked as he popped out from under the table. Remora thought. I think it would have had to been during the night after we closed up. I'm absolutely positive I put the special order makeup at Belinda's spot just before we all left for the night." She shook her head. "This is so awful. Someone did this deliberately." "Looks like it," Sandy agreed. "Well, thanks for showing us. We know you didn't mean for this to happen." SpongeBob finished one final dusting of a makeup bottle, leaving it spotless before putting the miniature duster back in his pocket. He and Sandy started to walk out of the small dressing room. Actually, I'm kind of surprised the sea hag number is still in the show after the complaint, Amora told them. Complaint? SpongeBob asked, turning back to face her. What complaint? Amora was gathering up all the makeup from Belinda's spot and tossing it in a small bag. Oh, it was a couple of weeks ago. Somehow this nasty old lady got word that there was a sea hag song in the show. She burst into the theater right in the middle of a big rehearsal and started ranting and raving about misrepresentation of the sea hags in the world of entertainment. How inaccurately they were portrayed and how she was sick of it. They pretty much had to toss her out of the theater. The last thing she screamed was something like, "If you insist on doing that sea hag number, I'll put a hex on the show, the likes of which you've never seen." Remora shuddered at the memory. Oh, so creepy. And if ever a show seemed hexed, it's this one. I've worked on lots of shows and I've never seen so many things go wrong. You didn't happen to catch the name of the nasty old lady, did you? SpongeBob asked. Let me think, Remora said, scratching her head with the handle of a makeup brush. Oh yeah, it was Madame Hagfish. Oops. Stay tuned for chapter 22 coming up soon.